Another value proposition of AdAmigo.ai is that it can work as your consultant. We trained our AI on all of our knowledge on how to run and optimize ad accounts to get the best possible results, whether you're optimizing for cost per leads, return on ad spend, cost per purchase, or any other major objective out there. Our AI is trained on how to set up ad account, manage ad accounts in the best way possible to drive the best outcomes, right? Um, when you think about optimizing your ad account, there's really just a handful of different aspects you need to get right and you need training on from AdAmigo. The first aspect is how to set up your ad account, what campaign objective to choose, what audiences to launch, what is acquisition, retargeting, retention, right? What budgets to go for. So that's all the questions in the building category. Then you have questions in the management category, when to reduce budgets, when to increase budgets, what is horizontal versus vertical scaling, those kind of things, right? And then last but not least, which obviously is very critical and needs a category on its own, is content and ad optimization. How can I improve my CTR? What is the ad copy that drives more engagement and clicks? So those are, I would say, the three major categories. And then you have these sort of like micro consultations you sometimes need when you're on the crossroads to make a decision. As you may or may not know, AdAmigo can also take action. So launch campaigns, audiences, ads, manage, right? Change budgets, bidding, audiences, what have you, and also analytics give you insights. So a very common use case is that you might run a daily report on your performance. You see that a certain KPI is not doing so well, and then you ask it, okay, how can I optimize that KPI, right? So, or you have an audience that is not driving good results. Then you can ask AdAmigo, hey, I want to kind of reduce the budgets here. What do you think is the best way of going about it? So just some high level ideas here on how AdAmigo as a consultant can be valuable. Let me show you. A big question that many people have in the beginning that I get a lot from, especially obviously people who are new, is what is retargeting, right? Or what is prospecting? What's retention? What's re-engagement? Or if you want to go even higher up than that, what is a good advertising strategy? What kind of campaigns do I need, right? So AdAmigo will now go in and pull up these information and train back and explain to you what it is. Now, you saw it took a little bit of time here. I just want to make a strong disclaimer. We are in beta version 1. So speed optimization, optical, like design optimization, functionality optimization is all obviously still ongoing, and on a daily basis we are improving. Now see here, very interesting stuff, right? So retargeting is a digital marketing strategy, and it explains to you what it really is. Now something that I noticed right away is audience segmentation. Actually, I would love for AdAmigo to do a much better job at explaining why this is so incredibly critical, um, because this is genius. Like, this is genius. No one really, like, all the experienced media buyers, a lot of experienced media buyers, they don't even think in that level here. So it suggests to create 3 custom audiences of your website visitors. The first one is 0 to 5 days, then 5 to 30, then 30 to 180 days. Why? Like, the majority of advertisers, they will just create a 0 to 30 days or a 30 to 180 days, or they will create these micro journeys, 0 to 3 days, 3 to 8 days, as it explains right here. Now, these micro journeys is a bad idea, because now you're going to have way too many ad sets, way too many audiences at very little spend and very high advertising costs. It says here also that CPM costs tend to be higher with smaller audiences, right? The other one, which is just 0 to 30 days, you run risk of showing the ads too little in the beginning over the first couple of days when people are most likely to come back and buy your product. And you're going to show the ads too much throughout the 30-day period, where you're going to become spammy and they're going to report your ads, right? So having a 0 to 5 day where you're going to hit your audience 3, 4, 5 times a day with your creatives, because that's that hot window of opportunity, and then have a 5 to 30 days and 30 to 180 days with much lower budgets, just to stay top of mind of the people, but don't spam them. It's very critical. It's a very smart strategy, right? So I just want to show that it's not just giving information from Google. It gives you all of our information on how we think about running ad accounts and why we are able to achieve the results we're able to achieve for our clients. I could now, in the next step, ask AdAmigo, create a campaign with those audiences, right? And it will do so, and then I have a perfect retargeting strategy in my account, right? Another thing you can ask on the creative side is, how to improve my CTR. right? Now, obviously, CTR is not the most critical KPI. Obviously, it's the return on ad spend, it's the cost per leads. Ultimately, that is really what matters. But if you want to get better cost per lead, if you want to get better return on ad spend, optimizing your click through rate on your ads is one of the easiest ways to get it done. And it puts together a step by step plan on how to go about doing that, right? Just some high level ideas. I don't want to make the video all too long, but keep in mind that is part of the value proposition. So ask for data, get insights from your ad account via simple text prompts. Then ask AdAmigo what to do with that. What are best practices? What is some strategic input to optimize your account? Then, number three, ask AdAmigo to take action to do it for you. And then you have a beautiful workflow that will help you run and optimize your ad account, save tons of time in the process, take the right decisions in the process. And if you're new to meta advertising, you do not need to be intimidated by complex looking advertising tools like the Facebook Ads Manager itself. So I hope that was valuable. One of the many use cases on how AdAmigo helps our clients every single day.